Breaking news. NSA whistleblower, the National Security Agency or NSA has all of Clinton's deleted emails. What did I just say? I said that NSA whistleblower at the National Security Agency or NSA has all of Clinton's deleted emails. The National Security Agency, NSA, has all of Hillary Clinton's deleted emails and the FBI could gain access to them if they so desired, William Binney, a former highly placed NSA official, declared in a radio interview broadcast. Speaking as an analyst, Binney raised the possibility that the hack of the Democratic National Committee's server was done not by Russia but by a disgruntled U.S. intelligence worker concerned about Clinton's compromise of national security secrets via her personal email use. Binney was an architect of the NSA's surveillance program. He became a famed whistleblower after spending more than 30 years with the agency. He was speaking a radio program, Aaron Klein Investigative Radio, broadcast on New York's AM 970 The Answer and Philadelphia's News Talk 990 AM. Binney referenced testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee, then FBI Director Robert S. Mueller, in which Mueller spoke of the FBI's ability to access various secretive databases to track down known and suspected terrorists. Stated Binney, now what Mueller is talking about is going into the NSA database, which is shown of course in the Edward Snowden material released, which shows as direct access into the NSA database by the FBI and the CIA. Which there is no oversight of, by the way. So that means that NSA and a number of agencies in the US government also have those emails. So if the FBI really wanted them, they can go into that database and get them right now, he stated of Clinton's emails as well as DNC emails. Asked point blank if he believed the NSA has copies of all of Clinton's emails, including the deleted correspondence, Binney replied in the affirmative. Yes, he responded. That would be my point. They have them all and the FBI can get them right there. Binney stated that the hack of the DNC could have been coordinated by someone inside the U.S. intelligence community angry over Clinton's compromise of national security data with her email use. He did not 100% rule out Vladimir Putin of Russia although. And the other point is that Hillary has a problem with NSA because she compromised gamma material. Now that is the most sensitive material at NSA. And so there were a number of NSA officials complaining to the press or to the people who wrote the article that she did that. She lifted the material that was in her emails directly out of gamma reporting. That is a direct compromise of the most sensitive material at the NSA. So she's got a real problem there. So there are many people who have problems with what she has done in the past. So I don't necessarily look at the Russians as the only ones who got into those servers and acquired the emails. How serious and important is gamma material and what is the classification? Here is the definition of gamma class material. Gamma compartment or level is extraordinarily sensitive information, for instance conversations between top foreign leadership such as heads of state and presidents, communications of all kinds, verbal and written, electronic and analog. Why should the NSA disclose all Hillary Clinton's emails? Here is why. In this day and age of domestic surveillance, it seems odd that any public official should be given the opportunity to house private email servers in their home. Although Hillary Clinton did not break any specific laws, and both Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell also used private emails at times, there are unique circumstances with Emailgate that warrant a unique resolution to the scandal. It's said the NSA can reach into the past in terms of surveillance and has breathtaking data collection capabilities. So, whether or not it currently has Clinton's emails isn't an issue. The NSA can record or collect the data of any American if such information is deemed part of national security. The communication of a Secretary of State would no doubt fit into this definition. Emails stored in a private server located in a government employee's home are indeed highly unusual, as stated recently by Robert Gibbs. Since this type of behavior is unprecedented, it should fall under the supervision of America's most renowned record-keeping department. If you or I would never get away with storing sensitive information on our own private servers, then neither should anyone in government. Furthermore, there are several key questions pertaining to Clinton's use of private emails that voyage beyond the usual political attacks against the Clintons. First, the former Secretary of State might have stored sensitive communication in an unguarded location. According to the Washington Post, there might not be classified information, but there could be sensitive information on Clinton's private servers. Sensitive information is different from classified information. It can be personal data, like social security numbers, or information on matters that other countries consider classified or important to their national security. So there does not appear to be any classified information contained therein, but it remains to be seen whether there was sensitive information. That sounds as if the State Department is giving itself lots of wiggle room. Considering she used her private email account almost exclusively, rather than the government-issued account, it's logical to ask whether or not there was sensitive or classified information flowing through Clinton's servers. Second, Clinton and her team are being afforded an opportunity that nobody in the U.S. would be given considering the circumstances. According to CNN, the former Secretary of State can pick and choose what to disclose and what to keep hidden from public view. So with her own server, did she also got to handpick which emails went to the State Department for public release, right? That's right, she and her aides made those calls. But when Clinton was in office, emails on federal accounts weren't automatically archived either, and Clinton and her aides would have done some handpicking as well. Therefore, it doesn't seem fair or reasonable from a record-keeping standpoint that she's allowed to sift through her own private emails and pick only the ones she deems suitable for public view. Someone in the middle of an email controversy should not have the ability to withhold correspondence that could lead to concerns over credibility or foul play. Third, a Wired article titled "Why Clinton's Private Email Server Was Such a Security Fail" explains why the words security fail and national security should never be part of the same sentence. But as the controversy continues to swirl, the security community is focused on a different issue: the possibility that an unofficial, unprotected server held the communications of America's top foreign affairs official for 4 years, leaving all of it potentially vulnerable to state-sponsored hackers. But instead, according to the Associated Press, Clinton ran her server from her own home. Any protection it had there, aside from the physical protection of the Secret Service, would have been limited to the Clintons' own personal resources. Anyone who hacked Network Solutions would be able to quietly hijack the clintonmail.com domain, intercepting, redirecting, and even spoofing email from Clinton's account. If we found out today that Dick Cheney had private servers in his home during the lead-up to the Iraq War, what would people be saying? Also, if many security analysts find fault in Clinton's decision to store a private server in her home, there are legitimate national security concerns as to this practice and other aspects associated with homebrew servers. For some Americans, the NSA isn't an agency that protects them from terrorist threats or keeps this country safe from another catastrophic event. For many people, the NSA represents an intrusion of privacy. However, Emailgate is an opportunity for the NSA to show Americans that it can protect the nation from possible security breaches, even when powerful members of government have made these errors of judgment. Nobody is accusing Hillary Clinton of anything treasonous or malicious. After all, Powell and Rice also used private emails at times. The primary concern with this scandal rests in the fact that private email servers were stored in a private residence, with their contents possibly being sensitive or classified. If anyone in the country engaged in such behavior, the NSA would have likely had information on all of this citizens' communication and activities. If Clinton compromised national security in any way, the most renowned record-keeping agency in the U.S. government should help answer some questions. If the NSA has the full record of Clinton's emails, it should hand them over to Congress and the FBI. We need to keep Hildebeest out of the White House, It is going to take everyone's landslide vote to do this, or they will steal it again. Hide your kids, hide your wife, and vote Trump.